Welcome back, folks. This is Shane. In today's video, we're hitting the jam again. That's right. I'm heading out. I'm going to make some noise at the Lyrebird Lounge at the Blues Club. And in today's video, I've got a little bit of some different gear to test and try and all that kind of stuff. And this is one of the benefits of going to these blues jams, is the fact you get to test stuff out, sort of make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to do. So recently I reviewed the EART, E-A-R-T, EART guitar. It's the DMX-10, so I've got that with me. I couldn't find my strap locks, so just as a backup, I brought my 52 reissue Telecaster with the noiseless pickups, or the Danny Gatton pickups. Great guitar, and I enjoyed it so much last week, I thought I'd bring it again. Now my pedal board, I've got some different stuff. So I took off the original Royal Flush. I've still got the new one on there. But I put the Hageman Tube Clon, which is essentially a valve-based version of the Clon with a little bit more sort of squish and sag and all that kind of stuff. So I've got that on my pedal board, and everything else is pretty much bog standard. We'll be plugging into the Blues Juniors again, and we're just going to make some noise. If you enjoy this series of videos, please leave a thumbs up. I'm going to try and share some live playing throughout the rest of this year, 2025. And yeah, it's a great opportunity for me to test some of the stuff that I showcase on the channel in the real world, because that's what it's all about. And if you're not already going out there and jamming, do it. It's so much fun. It's what it's all about. You got to get out there, have some fun, play live. It will open up a completely different world of musicality than you'd find just playing at home. While it's important to play at home and practice, playing with others should be at least the intention. Anyway, so we're gonna hit the jam and make a little bit of noise. Here we go.
Next day, everything's alright.
So that's another jam session done and dusted. I'm going to talk about the gear, the experience, and how it all went, because you never know. I had a decent set at the start, but a much better set at the end, which was cooking. So yeah, always great playing with Brian. We've been playing together for years and we know how to sort of bounce off each other with ideas. That first song was completely improvised. The rhythm section were just grooving, so we started playing. That is the absolute definition of a jam. You just kind of make it work and listen and respond. So that was awesome. The guy's a great player, so it made it really easy. Now Brian's an absolute wizard on electric guitar. He's been on the channel a lot over the last sort of 12-15 years or so, and he never ceases to amaze me. He's by far the most impressive guitarist I know when it comes to just his versatility, man. The dude can play just about anything. So yeah, he's got a great feel, great tone, all that kind of thing. And let's talk about the Ert guitar. So we were both plugged into lacquered tweed Blues Juniors with Jensen speakers. That Ert guitar really surprised me. It felt great to play. I knew it would feel great to play, but I didn't know how it would sound and the combination of new pedals and so forth. So at the start, it was a little bit too bright, so I turned the Blues Junior treble down Those amps are inherently a little too bright for my ear, but once you sort of EQ them up, they're pretty great. So that was cool. And then I loved having the tube clon pedal going into the Royal Flush. Now, one thing I've noticed about that Royal Flush is that while that new fat switch sounds great, it's almost too bassy in those little amps. So I left it off for the best tone, and then the combination of effects pedals really worked well. And yeah, it was a really steely sounding electric guitar. Again, it had more tops than I was anticipating, and I like it. And you know, it might have 10 pickup positions, but I only used 2, bridge and neck, and that's it. And I was really happy with the end result. Probably wasn't my best playing. You know, it is what it is. Some days you play better than others, but it was fun. And that's what it's all about. Brian and I know how to do some cool harmonies together and, you know, do all that kind of stuff and just sort of mix up things rather than just each, you know, someone having a solo, then the next person having a solo. We like to kind of throw some call and response things back at each other and play some harmonies and all that kind of stuff. It's really good fun. It was a great night. Now, I was talking to Tony, the guy that runs the jam. I'm actually thinking of shooting a new documentary there, maybe interviewing some people, setting up the cameras in a more professional setup, and doing some interviews down the back. The venue's quite long. It looks small, but it's quite long. So you can go down the back and set up and it'll be great. So yeah, we might look at doing that in the next, I don't know, month or so. I need to get kind of prepared, get some help with it as well. But yeah, it's something that I know a lot of people have been going, you should do another one of those jam documentaries. I think this Blues Jam will be the place to do it. It's a great venue, good parking, and just, yeah, I know most of the people there, and it was a good night. It was a really cool night. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you can, smash the like button. Smash the like button. Leave a thumbs up. I hate people that say that. Anyway, if you can, that'd be awesome. It really helps the channel, and I hope you like some of this new content. And yeah, stay tuned for more stuff in the context of a mix and jam nights and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.